Hey, Colby, just the confidence you guys have as a team right now after these big couple wins to start the season.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of joke we don't want to have an injury report of a bunch of sore elbows from patting ourselves on the back, So we trained harder this week than we have all year. We got a lot of stuff that we need to fix. We're doing some good things, but we're 3 games in and it shows. And so for us to beat Alabama, we'll have to get a whole lot better this week.
You mentioned, but just where are you right now with building where you want to be
At the
as
beginning, at the beginning, we're 3 games in. Last year, 3 games in, we played 2 preseason matches and a non-conference. We're now playing meaningful games, so we're winning and we're doing some things and we're getting better every day. But 3 games in doesn't look like a normally 3 games into the conference season, and we know that, and we know we got to get better at a lot of stuff. I thought this was our best match. I thought we executed the game plan. We set pieces were a little bit better. The press was a little better, and certainly the attack was better. So there's some things we like, but we know we got to get a lot better.
coming down the stretch? You guys have had the lead and had to hold it. What have you learned about your team, being able to finish off matches?
Yeah, it's a really, really mature group. We got 11 seniors, although all of those will not graduate. The NCAA gave us some eligibility back. So, but we have 11 seniors as in terms of, what their eligibility says. So we're old, we're mature. They've been through it. They've played in huge games. Nothing really rattles them. We train hard. We want to make sure that our training sessions are harder than the matches. And so, A&M scores a goal that we felt was a foul. Not everything went our way against the A&M game. We had a goal scored that was called back that we went back and looked, it was offsides. We could have had a handball. Their goal could have been nothing went, it wasn't like everything went our way and we still found a way to win. And that's what, where are we at? That's what I'm most proud of.
So with those 11 seniors, they've been through the ringer. They've been through these big games. So how do they help just develop what you're trying to get done this season?
Yeah, there's all those quotes about, a coach can lead you to good, a player's lead you to great. That's the truth, right? Like we can drag a bunch of young players behind us and it has a limit, it has a ceiling. But when you have 11 seniors who have been there, who are talented, who have been through everything, they're leading the team. I kind of joked last year, Operation Phase Myself Out is on its way. Like at the end of the day, my goal is if at some point I get contract traced or I'm out for COVID or I can't coach in a game, the team does fine. And I believe they would.
You mentioned Alabama this week. Just what are you facing when you go to Tuscaloosa this weekend?
Yeah, they're very, very, very good. Wes Hart's done a great job. They're tremendously talented. They work hard. They're tough. They're good in possession. They're good at everything. They're one of the more complete teams in the SEC. And we have a massive, massive task ahead of us.
The ranking number 3, what does that mean to you right now? Highest ranking, just as you're trying to continue to build for whatever's ahead the rest of the season?
I think we normally kind of do I saw Dawn Staley, do a podcast and a interview. And basically she said they have a 24-hour rule. You can either celebrate or mourn your whatever it happened for 24 hours. And that's where we're at. Like, great, awesome, super proud. Okay, now let's focus on Alabama.
You're able to get different girls to score different ways, different opportunities during a game. Just how beneficial is that to have all those pieces that can make plays for you in different ways during a game, whether it's, bicycle kick, deflection, kicking it in off the corner. Just different ways that you guys are able to score as a team.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. That's been one of our biggest evolutions. Back in the old days, it was knock a ball into the channel hole for a set piece, get it across in. We can beat you in any of the spaces. We can beat you anyway. We have a bunch of different goal scorers. We have 5 different players on our team that could score 10 goals for us this year. And as an opposition, how do you stop all that? It's not like you just got to stop 1 or 2 players. You have to stop everybody. And if you focus on this, we have 4 other players who will beat you.
Back on defense and your goalkeeper. It's different than it was last year, at least manning the goal. But how confident are you in what you're able to do defensively and with your keeper?
Right now we have 4 backs that play 3 spots that are tremendous. They're all returners. And then our keepers are playing great. We've given up 2 goals, neither were their fault. So we're very confident. Both of those kids are seniors, so it's a mature group. They're talented, but we say every day, talent only gets you so far. We want to be known for the other things. And I think we're in a pretty good place.
I think it's got to feel pretty good as a department. You guys are 3rd. Golf just won at home. Football got a big win to snap their losing streak in the conference. Just where you guys are as a department right now, I know you cheer on each other in everything you guys do.
Yeah, what a great time, and in a really tough time. And I give a lot of that credit to the leadership of both the SEC and Hunter. They just did a tremendous job in this time in terms of being patient, communicating, being optimistic, but not lying to us. And they just really kept us going. And our players felt communicated with. I felt communicated with. We got a tremendous group of coaches. Lance Harder came and spoke to the team the other day, and I said, hey, just from perspective, Lance has won like 40 SEC championships. I said, hey, let's remember where the bar is at Arkansas, and we're chasing that. So we want to be a contributing member to athletics. We also want to remember, like, there's some people here that have done this at a high level for a long time.
Not knowing whether or not you were going to play, now you're playing. I mean, how much does that kind of help keep everybody going? Trying to make sure you stay in the way you're trying to go, not get around other people that might expose you to things. I mean, just collectively as a group, how much does just playing now make you stay focused at the task at hand and not try to go outside of things?
You hit it on the head. I mean, they got something to play for, and you're asking college students to make tremendous sacrifices. And, I think when you've got a carrot ahead of them, it helps with that. Our kids have made those sacrifices since the start, even when we didn't know we were going to play, but it's like you said, when you add that carrot in front of them, hey, we're playing matches, that I'm not a private investigator. I'm not going to go through and, but at the end of the day, we have to have student athletes we trust and that put the program and their roommates and other people first. And they've done that. And, I couldn't be more proud of them.
Again, what's it going to take to get a win on Sunday?
I mean, we got to play hard. I mean, we got to be tough. We got to be relentless for 90 minutes. If we do what we do, we like our chances against anyone. And we just got to develop that consistency. I think last year we kind of hit it a little bit. The year before we had some high highs and some low lows. And I think last year we evened those out. We got to see what this team can do. We said every team kind of writes their own chapter. Last year's was a good chapter, but as an author, you don't just rewrite the chapter. It's kind of a new one. And so we know every game, every season going to have some ups and downs, and we got to navigate those well.